Today is Friday, July 11th, 2025. Pretty big red day for me. I'm down 222 bucks, which is about 9% for the day. I went 1 for 3 on my trades this morning. Not very happy about them. I made pretty poor entries on both my losers. The one of them was just a bad entry to begin with. I probably wasn't going to really make any money on it at all. My second loser, I had a couple opportunities to get out with small profit, uh, or at least break even a few different times as well. So instead, I just let it shit the bed, and I lost a bunch of money on that. So pretty frustrated. A really shitty way to end the week. It's a shitty feeling going into the weekend where all I have to do is think about this. I don't get to fix it tomorrow. So I have to wait a couple days and just relive the glory of an awesome red day for me all weekend. Just try again Monday. Hopefully, I can keep this to a 1 day thing and not let it grow into another red streak like I've done before. Just got to make better decisions and do what I know I'm capable of doing. Yesterday, I went green on all 3 of my trades, and then today I totally shit the bed. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. We'll shoot for green on Monday. This is where I made my first 2 moves in the morning on Friday. Ticker GAUZ. This is a 15-second chart. We had a squeeze right up here through $10, tickled 10.15, then settled back down. This next candle, when we first started forming this candle, kind of dipped down into 960s, then started squeezing back up. I made an entry at 970, thinking we were going to burst through this level and probably hit 10.50, maybe 11 bucks. What happened actually was we hit $10, hit a brick wall, and then it just completely shit the bed. Had I known there was going to be a wall of sellers there at the $10 mark, I would have taken the profit on the $10. But that's not how I was reading the level 2, and that's not what I thought was going to happen with this move. I thought I got in on a really good, on a really great time pullback, and this was going to be a nice big green candle to 10.50 or so. But that wasn't the case. We just totally went south here. I could have gotten out on this doji candle here, but I was being stubborn, thinking maybe we'd have at least a green candle rebound where I could have cut my loss in half or something, but that wasn't the case at all. We had a red doji, and then we went another 50 cents down. I ended up getting out on this red candle, all in all, about just close to a $1 per share loss there. Really shitty way to start the morning. I did, however, make up about half of that right here. I made an entry, boom, once this green candle broke the high of this red candle. We were kind of looking like we were going to squeeze through 875 and tickle 9. I got in, um, and I made, I think, about 45 cents worth of share or per share on this one. So that cut that loss almost in half or so in just a matter of 2 candles there. So I can't complain about that move. This, however, just a poorly timed entry. What I should have done with the move that I was thinking it was going to make is wait for the true confirmation candle to break the high of this previous candle and make my entry. Yes, you lose a little bit of profit on the confirmation, but at least you don't end up doing what I did and get into a gigantic red candle. Really shitty way to start my Friday morning right here. This is where I made my third and final move Friday morning. This is INKT 15-second chart. Um, After knowing what has happened throughout the day today, this stock ended up going, I think it went over 800%. It started around the $7.88 mark, and it squeezed all the way up to 75 bucks, I think, $76. And I lost. This is one of my biggest losses so far on a stock that went up 800%. So that's a great feeling. Uh, and I had one opportunity I messed up because I had too many shares for my final trade. I tried to click buy, and I got the warning that I was buying more than I had available in settled cash. Um, and that was on a perfectly timed pullback right here, right around $18, and it squeezed from here to $26, $27. So that would have been the best move of my entire lifetime had I not messed up my share size there. That being said, I ended up adjusting my share size and having to buy less shares because now we're in the $25 range. Where I ended up making my entry was right here. Boom. This candle started to break the main body of this previous candle, and I was thinking, man, the way this is going, I'll get in here around 24.50, 25 bucks, and it's going to go to 35 or 40 bucks. I mean, we had went up $20 in a matter of less than 3 minutes, maybe 2 minutes here. Um, so I got in right here, 24.50. This candle topped off at like 25.50, and then kind of settled in. So I had a chance to make about $1 there. Didn't take it, thinking I should get at least a few dollars out of this move. Again, the next candle, this candle broke 26.50, so that would have been $2 a share. Didn't take, and it just flashed it and then came back down. Right here, this candle again kind of broke the $25 mark. I could have had 50 cents worth of profit there, but we just kind of settled in right where I made my entry at 24.50, and then we started going south. I'm thinking, okay, poor timing, but this has enough momentum that it might get a little bit of a curl back up here and break the previous high. Didn't happen at all. The best I got was another tickle with break even, and then we just went south from there. Ended up getting out on this second big red candle here. This turned into almost a $5 a share loss right here. Luckily, obviously it's a more expensive stock, so I didn't have a heavy volume in here, but it still ended up being 160 bucks worth of loss. One of my biggest losers so far. And then, within just a minute or two, we're back up to break even, and then we're breaking through into profit, and then we squeeze up almost $5 a share. And this is all within 3 or 4 minutes of my gigantic loss here. So, not my best timed entry. This was again a little bit of FOMO kicking in, and then being stubborn and not just taking some profit once I see it and turning green here. But it is what it is. Man, I wish I could have done better on this stock because it had such great momentum. But just another lesson learned here. I got to get better at waiting for my proper entries and taking small profits when I see them.